Welcome to Full Court Fits, the show that takes you around the world of NBA fashion while also bringing you the latest, greatest, biggest news in sneaker culture today. I'm Big Waz, and this is a top 10 version, baby. Let's go. All right, so this is our last sneak peek of the year, and we're going to do a retrospective, man. I'm going to talk about my top 10 releases this year. This list is not about the top 10 most zeitgeisty sneakers. These aren't the 10 most expensive resellers on StockX and eBay. This is my personal favorite 10 sneakers that came out this year. Again, there's gonna be more people with better consensus about what the sneakerheads and the tastemakers and all of those people and what they like. That's cool and that's great. That's not what this is. But without further ado, let's get into my top 10. Coming in at number 10, the KD 15 Psychic Purple. I've said on here how much I love this model and silhouette. It's my favorite KD in years. Look, I don't think Nike's done the best job with the colorways, to be honest. I feel like they used to just be way better at this at Nike basketball. Like, I think about some of the colorways of the LeBron 8s, LeBron 7s, and LeBron 9s that are just, legitimately incredible. However, the Psychic Purple joints of this KD, the glow in the dark shit, all of that, fire sneaker. That's my number 10. Number 9, not only do I love this shoe, I love everything that the shoe stands for, and that's the Tom Sachs Nike Craft General Purpose shoe. My favorite of which being the white and blue. I like the yellow or gold or whatever color you're calling that. I like those too. What I like about the Tom Sachs stuff is just, they did multiple restocks. They tried to put a decent amount out. The overall message of the shoe is wear these joints, man. Wear them out. Wear them to work. Wear them to parties. Wear them to church. Wherever you at, wear them. The craziness with the Mars Yard and all of that, the resell and all of that. They tried to go so away from that with this shoe, which is something obviously you guys know that I admire. So Tom Sachs Nike Craft General Purpose coming in at number 9. Number 8 is the Union Dunk Low Pistachio. Now, they dropped the 3-pack, which some people might say was a little overkill. I think all of them were pretty dope. I'm not one of these people that have been wearing dunks since 2006. However, I have an appreciation for the dunks, and I think, man, this Union Dunk, the pistachio colorway specifically, it's just a fire shoe. It was one of those things where when I saw that Nike and Union was dropping them, I was like, all right, this is cool or whatever. But whenever I would see somebody in this pistachio colorway, I became very, very jealous. Shouts to Gibbs over there at Union. Obviously, me being a LA resident now, the Union thing is huge over here. But yeah, that's my number 8 shoe of the year. Number 7, another boutique Nike Air Jordan collab, and that's the Maniere 4 Violet Ore. I happen to get these, which I am very, very, very happy about. I know some people aren't crazy about the sort of understated, muted, almost matte finish of the colorway. Not me. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful shoe. Obviously, the 4 is an iconic Jordan silhouette. It's probably in the top 3 of most iconic of the Jordan series. Of course, what James Whitner and those folks are doing over there at Maniere is incredibly special and thoughtful. I just love the mission-based nature of what Maniere does. And it's not just that it's purpose, the storytelling is on point. I think they care about design. Like, you put your foot in this damn 4, you know what I mean? Like, the lining of the shoe, the inside it's incredible. Just the details that they put into this design. And so yeah, that's one of my favorites of the year. Number 7, Maniere Jordan 4. Number 6, the God, Joe Freshgood, had a magnificent year. The recent joints that he dropped, the 2002 Rs with New Balance, I think people went crazy for the green ones and the pink ones. Those are dope. But I think what was forgotten this year was the New Balance 9060 Joe Freshgood that came out. I think that set the tone, because Freshgood even admits when he first started the collaboration, he wasn't really familiar with the history of New Balance sneakers, right? As the partnership has gone on longer, he's familiarized himself with the archive and all of that stuff. And I think that's what you see with the 2002 Rs. However, I like the fact that he did a new silhouette. Obviously, the stuff that Teddy Santis is doing with Made in USA is incredible, but I think it's dope that FRESHGOODS chose a newer silhouette to use, not a tried and true, but to collaborate on a newer silhouette. And I think this set the tone. This was the first release this year, a New Balance, where like a few people were hitting me up. Like, yo, you know how I could get this shoe? Which I was like, wow, I was kind of blown away by that. I was like, damn, like this shoe is kind of buzzy, man. And I know like the more recent drops, probably more popular. I haven't checked, probably doing better on the resale market. But to me, this was an incredible release. Number 5, the Off-White Air Force One Brooklyn green joints. I know originally this was supposed to be in collaboration with Brooklyn Museum. I don't really know how that fell apart or whatever. But yeah, this green Air Force One, the metallic silver check, just an amazing shoe, man. Rest in peace to Virgil Abloh. Shouts to Clark Kent, who was the first person I seen wearing these. Just incredible. He actually made me want to get them. When I saw Clark Kent rocking them, I was fortunate enough to get my hands on a pair of these joints. Just an incredible shoe. Yeah, man. Off-White Brooklyn green. That's number 5. Number 4 for me is the LeBron 20 South Beast. The pink with the leopard print, the double check. I just think this is the best LeBron in years. A lot of times Nike might get the silhouette right and the colorway doesn't quite hit, but this, the leather, the way that they align the 2 checks, is just an incredible shoe, an incredible color scheme to come up with. General release, you can go on Nike right now. They're pretty much gone, which is kind of dope, which is nice for the sneaker. I'm glad that this is doing well. I happen to root for Nike basketball disproportionately because that's how I got into sneakers, is Nike basketball. As far as I'm concerned, the only reason the sneaker culture even exists at all is because of the work that Nike basketball did in the 80s and 90s. So I have a soft spot in my heart for Nike basketball products. But yeah, number 4 is the South Beast. Number 3, yet another Air Force One, the multi-patent pink prime undefeated Air Force Ones. Yes, I've been rocking the hell out of these since I got them. Definitely one of those neck breakers. Every time I rock them, people are like, yo, those are crazy. What's that? Amazing, amazing shoe. This was an homage to the Dunks that came out way back, and I guess this would have been like 07. They got this right. The patent leather being just perfectly shiny. I like the other ones that they dropped too. Don't get it twisted. I enjoy them. But to me, this is the one. This is my favorite of that pack. Number 3, undefeated Air Force One. For my top 2, we gotta be real. We have to be honest. The 2 biggest sneakers of the year, I think this is unquestionable. Number 2 for me is the Louis Vuitton Air Force Ones, particularly the gold metallic joints. Any number of these could have gone. Some people like the purple and white. Some people like the green and white, the blue and white. Those are all dope sneakers. To me, the gold ones take the cake. They actually remind me a lot of the copper foams. I remember when the copper foams first came out, that was a freaking moment in New York City. It has that essence, right? Look, I roll my eyes at a lot of the collabs, especially when it comes to the luxury brands. Like, I don't care about the Gucci, Adidas, like the Balenciaga shit that was with Adidas. A lot of times they just slapping logos on this thing and calling it a day. I think with the Louis Vuitton stuff, how it's made is high premium quality, 100%. And then Virgil just paying homage to these custom Air Force Ones from the early 2000s and even the 90s, where people were doing all over print Gucci on the swoosh or all over print Louis on the swoosh. Like, they paid homage to a history. Number 2, Louis Vuitton Air Force Ones. I don't think there's any surprises here. To me, the number 1 sneaker of the year is clearly, without a doubt, the lost and found Jordan 1. I could roll my eyes a little bit about the, the artificial aging and wearing, distressing of the sneaker, if you will. You can get cynical about that, but the storytelling with the retailer and how we used to just try to go to mom and pop stores to buy sneakers as a retail experience and just trying to evoke that feeling. And of course, this quote unquote Chicago colorway probably being the most iconic of what's become the go-to silhouette of the Jordan series. So like you combining the storytelling with this being the most coveted colorway of them all, and Nike and Jordan, they just nailed it. They got this right. Lost and Found is the best sneaker that dropped this year. They put out a ton of pairs, which is cool, right? So this was basically a general release. Some people saying upwards in 600,000 pairs were put out. So that's dope. A lot of people were able to get their hands on them, and everybody who did is extremely satisfied. This is the best release of the year to me, and that's gonna conclude the list. All right, that was our show. Really, really, really wanna wish a happy holidays to everybody who watches the show, appreciates it, hit me with feedback. Love you guys. Of course, I'm looking forward to the next year in sneakers and NBA fashion and style and all of those trends. Super excited for all of that stuff. But again, man, make sure you subscribe to the Ringers YouTube page. Hit that notification bell to make sure you get alerted every time Full Court Fits drops. Want to thank the producers for killing this. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.